Good afternoon. Today we are going to study the topic team level change. If you remember, in unit 2 of the subject change management, which is an HR specialization in semester 4, we had started with the topic individual level change. Individual level change is the change which is for the individual employee, right? And we had seen the Adkar model in detail in the earlier video. Now today we are going to focus on team level changes. So before we understand team level changes, let us be clear about what is a team. Last year you must have learned in organizational behavior or FHS what is the meaning of a team. So what is a team? It is a distinguishable set of two or more individuals who interact to achieve specified shared and valued objectives. So आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो काम हो रहा है वो एक इंडिविजुअल नहीं करता है, वो टीम मिलके करता है, राइट? सो व्हेन यू हैव at least two or more individuals working together to achieve any specified shared or valued objective, that will become your team. So what is the need for a team? Team क्यों जरूरी है? Organization में team क्यों होना चाहिए? This is a very nice acronym for team. Together everyone achieves more. So that is team, right? So when you have a team, communication will be better, employees will be motivated. You imagine your own self, you are working on a presentation all alone and you are working with the team. Which would you prefer? Definitely when you are working with your friends together, you will be more motivated. And when you have a team, there is a sharing of ideas which leads to more creativity and everyone in the team learns something new. You can also develop your problem solving skills. When you look at others, सब कुछ एक person को नहीं आता है. So you may be good at maths, other person may be good at drawing, the third person may be good in logic. So everyone helps each other and you develop your skills. Team also breaks barriers. In the organization, you may have employees belonging to different backgrounds, which may be in terms of say culture, religion, tradition, language, different people working together. So when you work in a team, these barriers break down and the organization which works in a highly motivated team will have a good reputation and will be known as a good company. Now let us talk about team change. When a team changes, yani when you want to introduce changes in the whole team as the HR manager or as the top management, when you want to introduce changes in the whole team, the reactions of your employees are going to be different. Now what will be their reaction? Some people thrive on change. कुछ employees ऐसे होते हैं ना, उनको बहुत पसंद है. They are bored with same routine monotonous things. So कुछ भी नया आ रहा है तो they welcome it. They thrive on change. उनको बहुत पसंद आता है. Then there is second set of people who are not bothered by change. जो करना है करो, मुझे क्या है, मुझे तो मेरा काम करना है यहाँ पे. That is their feeling. So they are not bothered by change. Third category of people who resist change. नहीं चाहिए. They begin with that only. हमको change नहीं चाहिए. They begin with that. And then if the management insists, they need time to prepare. इतना जल्दी नहीं कर सकते हम लोग. That is how they will react. They will say, give us some time. हमको थोड़ा training दो, orientation दो, properly prepare करने के लिए वक्त दो. So that is the third category. Fourth category of people who are concerned with the effect of change. They are those people who keep on, saying negative things about change. Change आएगा तो job चला जाएगा. Change आएगा तो salary कम हो जाएगा. मतलब they are very worried about the effect of change. So as the HR manager, you must be very familiar with these different categories of people. When you are introducing change in the organization, there might be some who are ready for change. There might be some who are resisting change. So these are their behavioral reactions to any change which you are introducing in the organization. Now, how will you help your team through change? आपके organization में as an HR manager, you want to introduce change. So what should you do? What step should you take? Step number 1, you can host regular team meetings. सबको बुलाओ, सबको बिठाओ, सबको चाय पिलाओ और सबको बताओ कि ऐसे ऐसे चेंज लाने वाले हैं हम, इस तरह से हम करने वाले हैं, तो आपका क्या राय है? You must call them together and everyone in the team should be given a chance to speak. You should discuss the positive and negative both implications of change. हाँ, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको पूछा कि ऑनलाइन एग्जाम अभी इंट्रोड्यूस किया था, तो उसमें से मैं ऑफलाइन में जाऊंगी, अगर ऑफलाइन करूंगी तो आपका क्या राय है? आई एम आस्किंग यू समथिंग and you discuss with them the positive as well as negative implication of change. Provide reasons to adapt to changes. As the HR manager, your role is that of a middleman. The top management wants to introduce change. Change has to be implemented by the employee and you are in the middle now, right? So ऊपर से जो order आया है वो अच्छी तरह से convey करना है आपको, तो you should explain to the employee the reason why the changes have to be adopted. Allow the employees to question or propose alternatives. Yani every employee should be given an idea, should be given an opportunity to present their point of view about the change. So when you do this, the employees will become a little more receptive towards change. These are some things which will help you to bring about change a little easily in your organization. Any amount of change in the organization will be met with some resistance always, but these steps will help you. Now, why is team change important? In an organization, teams are very important because as an individual employee, they will not be able to accomplish a lot. But when they work in teams, they are going to accomplish much, much more than the individual. Teamwork will help to retain best people. When people are working with each other, their motivation goes up, their creativity is very high, their problem solving skills improve, and overall there is a development in their personality. This will help to retain the best people in the organization. And the teams contribute to the whole organization's success. Now, when the team changes, when there are changes introduced in the team, there can be some limitations to this team change. What are these limitations? There are different personalities, different types of employees in any organization. Some people like to work in teams and some people prefer to work alone. जैसे आप study करते हो, तो some students like group study. 5-6 friends मिलके बैठ के पढ़ते हैं. And some students want only to study on their own. उनको कोई एक दूसरा आ गया तो उनका studies नहीं होता है, right? So same ways in the organization also, there may be some employees who prefer to work alone on their own, right? So अगर team के साथ काम करना है तो उनको difficulty होता है. So some individuals are more compatible with individual work. When there are changes in the team, there might be conflicts among the team members. झगड़ा हो सकता है. People may not agree with each other. Then the third limitation is coordination in the team is very, very time consuming. Fourth, team rewards may be less powerful than individual rewards. To explain this, I can give you an apt example with which you will relate. When you are giving a presentation in the class, the teacher will say, आपका 5 का ग्रुप है, 5 लोग प्रेजेंट करोगे, 5 को सेम मार्क्स मिलेगा, राइट? तो एक बंदा सोचेगा कि मैं कितनी भी मेहनत करूँ क्या फायदा, बाकी लोग नहीं करेंगे तो मार्क्स तो मुझे कम ही मिलेगा ना. ऐसे सब लोग सोचेंगे इस तरह से. सो इंडिविजुअल को अगर कुछ ज़्यादा मिल रहा है मार्क्स, इंडिविजुअल स्टूडेंट को तो बहुत मेहनत करेगा कि मेरा सबसे बेस्ट प्रेजेंटेशन होगा और मुझे मैम ज़्यादा मार्क्स देंगे. So same way in the organization, team rewards may be less powerful than individual rewards. In a team, it is difficult to fix responsibility. किसने कम काम किया, किसने ज़्यादा काम किया, किसने सारा काम कर दिया और बाकी लोग ने क्रेडिट ले लिया, ये सब ढूंढना बहुत ही मुश्किल है. So it is difficult to, और किसी ने कुछ गड़बड़ कर दिया तो how to fix the responsibility. So difficulty to fix responsibility, difficult to assess how much the individual employee has done. So these are the limitations of team change. Next now, what is the impact of change? हाँ, जब भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में चेंज इंट्रोड्यूस हो रहा है तो देयर कैन बी सम पॉजिटिव इफेक्ट्स ऑफ चेंज एंड सम नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स ऑफ चेंज. नेगेटिव इफेक्ट्स ऑफ चेंज तो इजीली एवरीबडी विल अंडरस्टैंड. नया कुछ चीज़ ला रहे हम, नया चीज़ इम्प्लीमेंट हो रहा है तो देयर में बी स्ट्रेस अमंग्स द एम्प्लॉय. कैसे करेंगे, जॉब चला जाएगा, हमको निकाल देंगे क्या, यू नो दैट स्ट्रेस इज गोइंग टू बी देयर. देयर में बी लॉस ऑफ लॉयल्टी. एम्प्लॉयज विल फील कि ये मैनेजमेंट जो है हमको एक्सप्लॉइट कर रहा है, नया नया चीज़ इंट्रोड्यूस करके हमसे ज़्यादा काम करवा रहा है. सो दे में lose the faith in the management. They may leave the job and go away. So loss of loyalty. Increase time away from work. If the employee is very negative towards the change, he will remain absent. या फिर वो काम से भागेगा, या वहाँ कैंटीन में बैठा रहेगा, या we will take more breaks, you know, washroom breaks वगैरह. So increase time away from work. And it may also result in changes in personal life. नया कुछ अगर इंट्रोड्यूस हो रहा है आपके ऑफिस में तो you will have to devote more time to understand this new change. So you will have to sacrifice your personal life. So these are the negative impacts of change in the employee. And what are the positive impacts? Let's see the positive side. When a new thing is being introduced, you are in line with the trend. जो लेटेस्ट टेक्नोलॉजी है, लेटेस्ट अपडेट्स है, लेटेस्ट बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट है. सो योर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज अ अपडेटेड and not an outdated organization. So definitely you are going to be benefited from this. This new change will bring some opportunities. It will encourage innovation. It will increase efficiency, and it will improve attitudes of people towards the organization, within the organization. So change will bring with it both positive impacts as well as negative impact. As the HR manager, you have to convince your employees about the positive impact of the change. Of course, negative impacts are there, but what is the importance of positive impact? That should be your convincing line. The last topic which we are going to take in unit number 2, which is the end of unit number 2, that is resistance to change and overcoming the resistance to change. If you look at the syllabus, unit number 3 also begins with this same topic. So unit 2 and unit 3 दोनों overlapping है थोड़ा सा, which we will continue in unit 3. So the topic which is overlapping is resistance to change. Just now when we started our discussion today morning, I asked you some questions about if I am going to change from online mode to offline mode. Then some of the students were not very ready. You know, when students are not ready, what does it mean? They are resisting the change. So similarly in the organization, employees may resist change. They don't want the change. So what is this resistance to change? Resistance occurs when the change is not interpreted well or understood. उनको समझ में ही नहीं आया कि क्या actually change होने वाला है, तो वो डर रहता है. When you don't understand something, fear is more. So that is why employee will resist the change. It is expected and represents different interests within the organization. Manager's role, when I'm saying manager, it is HR manager. HR manager's role is to clarify meaning of change. Resistance is a very real and common issue that is faced by change managers during the process of change. Whether it is an organization, whether it is college, whether it is your home, even at home, if some changes to be introduced, simple thing like, you know, changing the place where you are having lunch, एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे शिफ्ट हो रहा है तो भी you will resist change because it is natural human tendency. कुछ नया है तो हम जल्दी उसको एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाते. So in the organization when change is introduced, there is bound to be resistance to change. And what are the sources for this resistance to change? We can divide the sources into individual and organization. इंडिविजुअल मतलब एम्प्लॉय क्यों चेंज नहीं होना चाहता है, And organizational matlab as a whole the organization doesn't want to change. Okay, so sources of individual resistance to change are first is habit. हर एक जो इंडिविजुअल एम्प्लॉय उसको आदत पड़ी हुई है कि इसी तरह से काम होना चाहिए, तो उसमें कुछ अगर नया करने जाएंगे तो दे आर नॉट रेडी. सिक्योरिटी, मुझे जॉब से निकाल देंगे तो मेरा सैलरी कम हो जाएगा, तो इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर्स, मेरा सैलरी कम हो जाएगा, मुझे बोनस नहीं मिलेगा. फियर ऑफ अननोन, मुझे आएगा ही नहीं, समझेगा ही नहीं ये नई चीज़ क्या है. एंड लास्ट सिलेक्टिव इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोसेसिंग, जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन नए चेंज के बारे में है वो पूरा अच्छे से हम जानेंगे नहीं और उसको सिर्फ जो हमको चाहिए वो ही समझेंगे, बाकी छोड़ देंगे. तो यू विल नॉट रियली अंडरस्टैंड that why this change is coming, what are the results, impact, what is the positive side of the change. So that is called as selective information processing. As an organization also there might be resistance to change. So what are those points? Structural inertia. What do you mean by inertia? Inertia means you are comfortable in the way you are. You don't want to shift, you don't want to change, you don't want the whole structure to be revamped. That is called as structural inertia. जैसे चल रहा है ठीक है, that kind of attitude. Second is limited focus of change. ये जो चेंज आ रहा है आपके ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, तो उसका जो नेगेटिव साइड है उसके ऊपर ही आप ज़्यादा फोकस कर रहे हो. No, your focus of change is limited to negative side only. Then group inertia, just like structural inertia is there. जो चल रहा है, जैसा ऑफिस है वैसा ही रहने दो, जो टेक्नोलॉजी है वैसा ही रहने दो. यू मे हैव ग्रुप इनर्शिया, यानी आप जो ग्रुप में काम कर रहे हो उसमें कुछ चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए. यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद योर कलीग्स, यू हैव योर फ्रेंड्स इन योर डिपार्टमेंट, उसमें चेंज नहीं होना चाहिए. योर एप्ट एग्जाम्पल आई कैन गिव यू इज SYB में अभी आप हो, अगर आपको मैं बोलूँ अभी नेक्स्ट टर्म से आपको TYA में मैं डाल दूंगी, you will shift, you will not be happy because of this group inertia, because you have your own group, you have circle of friends वगैरह. Next factor is threat to expertise. You as an employee have become expert in the old methods. आप repeatedly वही चीज करते हो, मशीन कुछ चला रहे हो या कुछ प्रोडक्ट बना रहे हो, और you are supplying some service. You are used to your methods and you are very comfortable. But अगर कोई न्यू मेथड अभी आ गया तो आपको डर लगने लगता है कि मुझे कोई पूछेगा नहीं, मुझे समझेगा नहीं. So there is a threat to your expertise, threat to your power relationship. Suppose you are an expert in the old methods, people come and ask you about how to solve a problem, और आपको बहुत इंपॉर्टेंस मिल रहा है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में, बट अगर नया मेथड आ गया और आपको वो समझा नहीं, then you will find it very difficult to establish this power relationship. And the last, threat to established resource allocation. हर एक डिपार्टमेंट को रिसोर्सेज दिए जाते हैं, फाइनेंशियल, HR, टाइम, मनी, एनर्जी, एवरीथिंग इज अ रिसोर्स which is spent on the department. Now suppose there is a change in the organization, this may lead to change in the established resource allocation for which the departments may not be ready. So these are different sources of organizational resistance to change. The last slide is overcoming resistance to change. This slide I will not explain here because we are going to do all this again in unit number 3. Okay, so I'll just tell you in brief what is overcoming resistance to change. As the HR manager, when a change is to be introduced in your organization, you will definitely be met with resistance to change. We have seen in the earlier slide why individual will not want to change, why the organization or the department will not like to change, right? So wherever you are, whether at home or in the organization or in the college, whenever change is introduced, people always resist that change. But as an HR manager, you should understand their psychology and try to overcome this resistance. Your organization will be successful only if you can convince your employees for the change. And to do that, these are the steps which we are going to learn in detail in unit number 3. So with that, the topic of team level change and resistance to change is